Hello, hello, and welcome to Varanasi. Varanasi, India. I am up early. It is 7 o'clock. I got up at 5:30 to be here, just because I thought there'd be a delay, but there wasn't, so I was up super early. Check out this view. This is pretty cool. So if you've never been to Varanasi, maybe you've heard of the name. It is the oldest city in India. It's like 5,000 years old or something crazy. These bugs are everywhere. So you can see behind me, I can't see, the sun is in my face, but there we go. It's a beautiful, beautiful area. The sunrises here are literally some of the most beautiful that you can ever imagine. It's a cool place. So I've been here for a while, and I will continue to be here for a little while. Yeah, so welcome. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Everybody is welcome to chat in the side. Hello. Yeah. So there's a few things I kind of want to talk about today. Some crazy stuff and some interesting stuff. Yeah. So recently I took a trip to Kolkata, which is in the northeast part of India, and I went there to an embassy, the Chinese embassy. I actually got a visa for China, and I will be going there very soon. I think in less than 1 month, and about 1 month from now, I will be on a flight to Hong Kong, and then I will travel across the border into China. I'm meeting a friend over there, so never been to China, never been to Hong Kong, don't know what to expect other than super high prices. I'm not excited about that. But yeah, that is in the plans. That is happening. So I'm kind of excited. Excited for that. Update on videos. Oh my God. So I say this in every live stream and every time I talk to people. The amount of time that it takes to edit a single video is ludicrous. It's crazy, and yeah, I'm super far behind. So right now on YouTube, it looks like I am in somewhere in Gujarat, India, which was actually back in September. It's insane, September. Yeah, so I don't know what to say other than it takes so long to edit, and it's very frustrating. I really, really wish that I could get caught up, and then if I make a video today, I could edit it tomorrow and then upload it. I hope to get to that point. So while I am in China, my primary goal is to continue editing and upload as much content as possible so I can become, I don't even think I'll ever become caught up, but I'll become closer to being caught up. I would love to have videos go live. I wish I could record a video and post it immediately. Hello, the first commenter. Yeah, so that's pretty much my goal when I go to China. I really have no plans when I arrive in China other than my friend says, yeah, come. And I said, okay. So I did everything. Oh, one side note, one really frustrating thing. So I bought a plane ticket, a one-way ticket to Hong Kong, and and when you read the fine print after you buy it, basically your bags are not included. Craziest thing ever. So just to give you an idea, I bought a ticket the ticket was about maybe 200, a little over $200 US to get from where I'm at to Hong Kong. I'm pretty close. To ship my bags, to bring my bags on the plane will cost about 150 extra US dollars. This is just unbelievably wrong. So terrible. So I have to cough up. Yeah, so it's getting expensive really quick because the visa that I have costs a good amount of money, and then the plane ticket, and then now the bags. My God. Yeah, definitely spent a lot of money in a very short amount of time. It's quite frightening. Obviously, being a constant traveler, I don't earn a lot of money at all. So to spend big amounts of money is quite scary. So I definitely have to budget a lot more than I used to. So anyway, I'm in a place called Varanasi. Hello, Jake. Varanasi. I'll show you again for those of you who are just arriving. So I'm sitting on something called a ghat. It's just like a cement top where you can sit, hang out, wash your clothes, go swimming. It's called a ghat. And there's like 84 ghats from over here all the way down. You can't even see the end because it's so far. There's actually another bridge over, I don't know, here you can't see it because it's so far away. I've actually walked all the way from there to here. It takes like more than an hour. It's very, very far. A couple of kilometers, a couple miles probably. It's extremely far. And it's up and down all of these steps. But it's cool. It's a beautiful place. Very peaceful. Some of you know that I'm actually learning the local language here. I'm trying my best anyway. It's really difficult. The language here is insane. It's called Hindi. And so just to be clear, the people here, a lot of people here are of the religion Hindu, but the language is Hindi. So I've tried my best to learn some keywords, key phrases, and I'm doing okay. It's just really difficult because obviously if you're learning English from any other language, there's so many English tutorials that'll teach you and it's really clear and easy. But if you're learning this language, nobody wants to learn this language as a foreigner, nobody. So there's not a lot of help on the internet to learn. And it's really difficult. And there's different people around the country who are teaching it online. But when you talk to a clear native speaker and they look at this information, they say, oh my gosh, they're saying something totally wrong. It's not even correct, grammatically correct. And so sometimes I'm spending time learning all of these new phrases, and then when I finish and try to practice with someone, they say, well, you're not even speaking Hindi. This is terrible. So I spend all of this time learning crap. Basically, it's really, really frustrating. It's difficult to find good, solid information. Someone shared a link with me yesterday, which is exciting. And after 9 months of being here or more, a link that might help. So anyway, I'm doing pretty good speaking Hindi. For someone who's basically learning it on my own using the internet and my phone. So yeah. That's it. Oh my gosh, start shooting me questions. Like, what questions do you have? Anything. I will run out of things to say very fast. Oh, another piece of weird information is I posted a video. I posted a video a couple of days ago, and I highly recommend that you watch it. It's kind of cool. I approached, I was in the middle of nowhere, I guess, in Gujarat, India, with a friend, and we were walking along the coast of the sea, and we see massive crowds of people. It turns out we were walking into a Muslim village, and they were celebrating something, and so we approached it. We weren't really sure what to expect. I mean, are we going to be welcomed? Are we going to be hated? What's the deal? And turned out it was amazing. Everyone was so kind, friendly, welcoming, inviting, excited. It was a cool experience. So I made this video, and then I uploaded it to YouTube just a couple of days ago, and I shared the link on Facebook, which I always do. And this particular video, Facebook bans it. Not they slap a red sticker on it and say, no, take it down, but they prevent it from going into the feed of people. And the only reason behind that is the key word that I use, which is Muslim. And at that moment, I realized, the internet somehow, Facebook, I don't know about YouTube. YouTube seems to be okay. Nothing seems to be weird with that. But I can see with my numbers behind the scenes on Facebook, how many people come across my post. So basically, with every other video, I mean, within the first 24 hours, I'll have anywhere between 400 and 800 people who come across the post, the link that I share. Within the first and this has been consistent for years. Every link, every photo, every thing that I post at least is in that range. Sometimes it's much higher, but that's just a normal thing. But with this particular post, because it had the keyword Muslim inside, within 24 hours, I had 29 views. 29 people saw my post. That's it, 29. So the reason is the keyword. So there's something weird going on behind the scenes at Facebook and maybe the internet somewhere, other leading social media outlets. I don't know. But they're blocking this information. They're preventing the information from getting to you. It's terrible. It's so crazy to me how we can block out an entire topic. How is that even okay? I don't know. It's just so crazy to me. Anyway, it's a good video. It's not a bad video. It's fun. Anyway, there you go. That's Facebook for you. It was so colorful there. Yes, bright colors are very, very common in India. I mean, everywhere that I walk, all of this is, not all of it, but a lot of it is painted. It was in the past, and they used bright colors. It's starting to fade now because it's been a while since they painted. But yeah, people's clothing, it is like, yeah, it's just culturally normal to wear bright colors. Totally. I would say women in particular, they have, the dresses and everything matches, and yeah, totally. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't know why or what the reason is behind it, but everything is colorful. The boats you can't see because of the sun, but of course I can't show you an example right now. I actually am sitting in a weird area right now, not far away, but kind of in a hidden area, because if people see me, they will rush up to me and gather around and over my shoulders and try to touch me and talk to me. And even though I'm doing this, they will continue to ask me 1,000 questions. They have no comprehension of, hey, I'm busy. Nope. It'll just be questions, touch, try to be my friend, annoy me, whatever the case may be, touch the computer, pick things up. It's really weird. So I try to go away from where some people are and kind of hide underneath. So it's really weird. Really, really, really weird. But every day I go swimming here. This is cool. So this is if some of you may know, in Varanasi, this is the Ganges River. And it's like a world famous river. People from all over India, from the Hindu religion, they feel that this city is one of the most sacred cities in the entire country, and it is of life importance to visit the city even once. And many people have the desire to come and die in this city so they can be burned just right over there, burned, and then their ashes are thrown into the river, something like that. And if you want to come and witness that whole thing happen, you can just walk 15 minutes that way and sit there all day and just watch them burn body after body after body. It's really a weird thing. I definitely I've walked past there 1,000 times, but I don't really stop and watch. It's not something that's, I don't know, super interesting to me, watching people burn. Hope I have a visitor already. You cannot see, but he's behind me. Yeah, so that is basically what is happening today in my life. So soon I'll go to China. I'll be in this city for a while. I think about another 3 weeks. Then I'll go to Calcutta. And then when I go to Calcutta, I'll be there for a couple of days, board the plane, and then be there. So the other thing you may not know about in China, the wall, the Great Firewall. So they have the Great Wall of China, right? they also have the Great Firewall of China. So once you're inside, basically the whole internet is Chinese internet. You cannot search outside. It's all controlled. You just can't get out. It's weird. I've talked to a couple of local Chinese people, and they just say, yeah, it's normal. It's no big deal. But from everyone else looking at the situation from the outside looking in, we think, oh my gosh, this is really weird. But anyway, once I go there, Facebook, if you don't know, is completely blocked. YouTube is completely blocked. All Google is completely blocked. I will have absolutely no access to you for 2 months. So I've been trying to think of a workaround. I have purchased a VPN, supposedly a good one, and if I set it up correctly, I might be able to break through the wall, which is completely illegal. You cannot do that, but I'm going to try. Hopefully I don't end up in a Chinese prison. And I'm going to try to break through the wall so I have access to everything. Facebook, YouTube, still continue like normal. So that is my mission while I'm there. I don't know if it will work or not, but I'm going to try. So there might be a 2-month or 2.5-month gap of us. we will be divorced for 2 months, possibly. So I really hope that doesn't happen. But my friend goes from China to Hong Kong every week. And so possibly what could happen is I give him the files to upload when he's in Hong Kong. He goes to Hong Kong, I remain in China. Then he uploads everything to my account and then just submits it, something like that. So that is the worst case scenario. I don't know if that will happen or not. But anyway, that is something that's on my list. Let's see, what is your question? I'm your hello. I'm your silent follower, though. Keep up the good work, dude. Hey, thank you. Yeah. What else? Yeah, you guys are awful quiet this morning. Everybody's awful quiet. Hopefully you can at least still post to Instagram. Yeah, I think, well, Facebook owns Instagram, so that's also blocked. So basically nothing is available over there. I can use WeChat, which you've probably never heard of. It's a Chinese thing. Even for those of you who have heard of WhatsApp is completely blocked. So everything is completely blocked. Wow, the man is finally walking away. He stood next to me for like 5 minutes. And if you didn't hear him, he was just whispering, not whispering, but he was saying, boat. So he was standing here waiting for me to finish this just so he could sell me a boat ride. Like, God's sakes. Like, if I want a boat, I will come to you. You don't come to me. But that happens every day here. Every day I walk everywhere. Everyone runs up to me, boat? Do you want a boat? Like, for God's sakes, no. If I wanted a boat, I would come to you and ask you for a boat. Stop asking me for a boat. Same thing when I go out into the street. All of the tuk-tuk drivers, the rickshaw drivers will come up to me and, oh, where are you going? Sir, where are you going? Let me take you. I can take you. But they don't do that to any local person, like zero. They will never do that to a local person. It's only to foreigners. Why? Because they jack up the price 4 times, 8 times higher because they know they're cheating us and they could get a lot of money from us by cheating us. But they don't know that I understand the prices and I chew their ass when I know they're cheating me. I've embarrassed some people very, very publicly because they were trying to cheat me. Nope, don't cheat me in public because it's going to end very, very bad for you. So yeah, that's a thing. But it's really annoying. It really, really, really is. That is one of the most difficult parts about this country is the cheating that happens with everyone. That's a whole other story in itself. Yep. Hopefully you can get at least... Oh, I already read that. Yeah, oh my gosh, ask me more questions. There's like a lot of you here, but nobody wants to talk. I don't know why. It's like silent. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say. I wanted to give everybody kind of an update on me. I don't know, make you feel like I'm alive still. I am. Hey, there's a question. What do you have? How many bags do you travel with? So I travel with 2. One big one, they call it like a rucksack, I think, maybe. The big one in the back, 85 liters. It's not full, though. And then I carry a big bag in the front that has all of my electronics and equipment inside. And that is my carry-on. And I don't want to check that under the plane, check it when I fly on a plane, because it's very fragile. But based on the information that I found on the website, basically I'm allowed 7 kilograms in the small carry-on. 7. Like, what is 7? Like, that's nothing. And it sounds like if you have more than 7, the option is not to pay more money. The option is you must check the bag. Every other flight I've ever been on in my entire life, they usually allow, I think it's like 12 or 15. I think it's 15, because mine was always under by far. So, yep. So I don't know what's going to happen when I get there. I'm scared because then I could take the items out of. So this is some of the boats that they I need to write on. The option is when I get there, they're going to weigh. I'm going to have a discussion with them. And if my small bag is too heavy, I'm going to take items out of that and put it in my big bag until I can carry this bag. The issue, however, is I'm extremely scared for 2 reasons. They throw bags around like crazy, and I'm scared that my electronics will be damaged if I put it in the other bag. And number 2, I'm scared of theft. I've already been stolen from an airline company. They went in my bags. I had everything in like multiple Ziploc bags. I think it was 4 layers. So open this bag, take out this bag, open this bag, take out this bag, open this bag, and then take out the little bag. And in the little bag was SD cards. Took them. So they had to go through 4 layers just to get to that. And they did. They stole it. That was Malaysian Airlines, whatever it's called. So I'm quite concerned to have any electronics under the plane, checked in. I plan to travel for quite a long time with only 2 waterproof backpacks. Yeah, sacrificing the luggage bags. Yeah, that's fine. I met a guy from Germany as I was traveling in the Philippines, and I swear to you, he wore a fanny pack. Dead serious. He had a fanny pack here. Inside the fanny pack was his credit cards and his cash, and one shirt. And so he was wearing a shirt, and then he had a shirt. And every day he would wash the shirt and let it dry, and then by the time he woke up, it was almost completely dry. He would put it on, and then he would walk outside. That's what he did for a year, traveling the world with a fanny pack. Yeah, so totally. It all depends on what you want. He was not, a filmer, and then he had his phone. So he did not need to carry equipment, kind of like I do. So I don't know what your intentions are, but yeah, everything is possible, man. You. I don't want to say you, but if we let go of our current lifestyle and our current mentality, our current belief systems, we realize that all of these other things aren't important. Sure, yeah, 2 shirts a day, 1 here, 1 there, 1 here, back and forth, back and forth. How embarrassing, because all the photos I'm going to be wearing 1 shirt or 2 shirts. People will see me wearing the same shirts every 2 days. How embarrassing. But if you just like take that idea and just throw it in the garbage can, who cares? Like, I have the same 5 shirts. If you look at my photos, I'm wearing the same 3 to 5 shirts in almost every photo for the last 3 years of traveling. Don't care. I just don't care. If you don't like it, don't look. That's the way. But anyway, so that saves room. So saves room, saves weight. So do whatever you want. But yeah, 2 bags sounds perfect. Keep all electronics with your carry-on. Yeah, I did the same thing stolen before as well. I will never have them. Yeah, I know, but I'm scared that this particular company, because I read something, it's very unclear on the website, but the feeling I'm getting is they're going to say, nope, your bag is too heavy. You must check that bag also. It is not allowed on the plane. Then I'm screwed. Like, I have to take things out, put it in the big bag. Well, then if I put it in the big bag, I'm scared that when I land, take my bag, it's going to be all, it's going to be gone, some of it. And I just don't know what I would do. Everything is incredibly important. If I lose my computer, awesome. Can't edit, can't upload videos. If I lose my camera, can't make new videos. If I lose this, I can't. It's all extremely important. I mean, things that I don't use, I've literally taken out and that I've paid money for, and I literally threw it away, threw it right in the garbage can. What am I going to do with it? I have no use for it. So I only carry things that are super important, and it's really frustrating to fear. And you think, oh, just put on a lock and they can't get inside. Nope. The airline policy around the world is if they want to get inside to look at something, they have all legal right to cut your lock, go in your bag. So traveling with a lock is legitimately pointless. So crazy, just so frustrating. Are you currently volunteering in school? Anyone that could? No, I did recently in India, somewhere in Bihar. In India, I was at a school, helped out for a while, but no, currently I'm just relaxing every day, swimming a day, and editing every day. That is basically my life. Rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing. It's fun, it's nice, I enjoy it, but wear a jacket with many pockets, problem solved. Yeah, I don't know if that would work. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, good idea, but I don't have to carry. Well, laptop be considered. I don't know. I have to look at the fine print. When I get there, I'm going to ask 1,000 questions. It's so frustrating that I have to do this. Like, why is it just not included like every other flight on Earth? It's just crazy to me. Yeah, what else? Oh my gosh, throw some questions at me. I'm running out of words, and it's going to get very silent and awkward very fast. Oh, by the way, I'm going to do a shameless promotion. If anybody's interested in like shirts, if you don't know, I have not made an official promotional video yet on YouTube, but if anybody's interested in like Edges of Earth swag, check it out. So real culture is found outside the tourist areas. You know you want this shirt. You know you do. So there's many options. There's a link in almost every YouTube video. Just go down there and click it. It'll open up to the most terrible website you've ever seen in your life. It's Teespring, and YouTube partnered with Teespring, but I am legitimately shocked as to why this company, why they partnered with this company. The website is so un-user friendly. It is so difficult to navigate. I cannot even edit the way the site looks like. It refuses. I've even submitted support tickets and they're like, yeah, sorry, our website doesn't allow that. We don't allow that. You can't do this. You can't do that. It's like every other website in the world allows me to do little changes, but they're like, nope, we don't have that feature. Like, what the hell? Why would you, like, why is YouTube even associated with this company? But anyway, the product apparently is good, yeah? So the product is good, they'll ship, everything is fine. It's just finding the shirts. There's like 200 to search from or more, I don't know. You literally have to go one by one by one. It is just awful. What website does that? I don't know, so stupid. Anyway, yeah, let's see. What is your favorite person to watch on YouTube? Oh my gosh, this is going to be terrible. I don't even want to give you this answer. I don't watch YouTube. I did. So when I was living in the United States and I was not traveling, I would watch a few people. But today, like, I don't even have time. Like, my spare time is edit. That is my spare time. So I haven't even watched a YouTube video in forever, like for a long time. Who were they? I would say one of the bigger ones. I mean, I started following a lot of these people when they were at anywhere between 5 and 15,000. So what is this? Gabe the Traveler. I started following him a long time ago when he was at about 10 or 15,000, something like that, and now he's at 200 and I don't know, 200 and some thousand subscribers. He kind of exploded in the last year and a half. That was a big one because he doesn't do anything fancy in his videos. He just literally walks around, and I was able to understand what it's really like, period. And I could make my own assumption about safety there versus other people who kind of travel. I don't know how to describe it. I don't even know. But he was one. Another one I can't remember because it's been so long ago. There's a couple. I would say he was probably one of the more important ones. But today, nothing. It's terrible. Hey, you love your sweatshirt. Hey, we have one person. I keep forgetting to purchase a shirt or two. Maybe the small pillow. Yeah, there's a couple. Someone, I forget, maybe it was you, I don't know. Someone said, hey, I want a coffee mug. I used to have coffee mugs. And then one day I thought to myself, no one in the world will want a coffee mug. So then I think I went through, it seems like what I did is went through and deleted all the coffee mugs. And then I just got a message a couple weeks ago, hey, I want a coffee mug. So now I literally would have to go in and redesign everything, which would take me hours and hours and hours to do just so someone can have a coffee mug. So I won't. But I used to have them, but I took them down. I don't know. The website is so difficult. I haven't touched it in a long time because it's just, it really frustrates me. It takes so many hours just to get one thing done. It's just not user-friendly. But yeah. But the product is awesome. There's literally, if you're on a computer right now, if you look below this video, you should probably see the link automatically. Like it shows you, it just displays the same 5 shirts over and over. Like even that is broken within YouTube and Teespring. Like, just kills me. Anyway, but the link is in the description of almost every video, so you can check it out and browse. Do you know if it's legal to set up a tent for the night in rural areas around India? It is. I don't know about Southeast Asia, but India, yes. I asked this to several people, because I thought, hey, maybe I'll go sleep over there on the other side of the river for an evening, just for fun, under the stars, chill out. And so I asked this to a couple different people, and they looked at me kind of confused, like, hey, why would you want to do that? Because to them, maybe Indian people just, they don't see that as interesting, even though we do. And B, he was confused, like, of course. He says, of course it's okay. You purchased a visa into this country, and that grants you a right to do, he said something like anything you want in this country. He says there's absolutely no problem with going over there and just pitching a tent. And then I realized, yeah, there's a lot of poverty in this country, and you do see so many people who are just sleeping anywhere, doing whatever they want, and no one really cares. So yeah, in this particular country, I don't think it's an issue. In other Asian countries, it might be. I don't know. I can't answer that question. But here, sounds like it's okay. Even the private property thing here, I've asked this to so many people as I've traveled. And I say, what would people think if, the farmer owns this huge area of crops, and we just kind of walk through the field. We're not bothering hurting his plants or his crops. We're just walking through the field. And they're just like, yeah, that's just no problem. If the farmer is standing there and he sees you, he might say, hey, what are you guys doing? But very politely. And you would just say, hey, we're just roaming, we're just exploring. You say, okay, have fun. So it sounds like the majority of people, there's no such thing as like trespassing. It's just like, you are here on planet Earth, go wherever you want, just don't destroy my things. That's it. So it's kind of cool. Very, very different in the West. People want to break your legs because you touch their tree. So crazy. Someone is speaking Tagalog, but I do not know how to respond. Magandang maga sayo. Kaibigan? I don't know, something like that. Sayo, I know that word. I used to, I forgot now. Sorry, I don't know. I've been following Drew for a while, about a month now. Recently found him on YouTube traveling to every country. It's interesting, like he shows cultures and people there. Yeah, so I think one of the reasons why I'm not a huge, what's the word? I don't have a huge subscriber. I don't have a lot of people who follow my channel. It's because I don't go to the big tourist areas. Like you'll see someone who starts a YouTube channel last week, and then now they have 100,000 subscribers because they're traveling to the tourist areas. They're going like, let's go to the Eiffel Tower. Let's go to this famous place. Let's go to this famous place. And they're doing the tourist thing, and that's cool. I have nothing against that. If that's what you want to do that thing. It's just not for me. I like the areas where I dive into the real culture of the people and get away from the tourist areas full of tourist trap and corruption and fraud and cheating, and I hate it. So I like real people. I like real, authentic areas. And so because of that, the keywords that I use to describe my videos don't contain any famous keywords. So therefore, nobody is searching for whatever I posted yesterday, for example. Yeah, I mean, you all see the title of my videos. I'll even tell you what's coming in the next couple of days, too. Yeah, so unmarried and staying in a hotel. You've seen that one? Because in this culture, it's just not normal to be married and to stay in a hotel with a female. Apparently, it's illegal in many cases. It's kind of weird to me. We're just traveling, but to them, it's like, oh my God, what are you doing? So nobody's really searching for unmarried couples staying in a hotel. Like, who does that? Okay, how about this? Seriously Wild Gun Putty Festival, something like that. I guess nobody searches for gun putty, not even 150 super views. So a lot of, I go on and on and on. It's just not a lot of interest in some of the things that I'm doing, I think. So if I started going to all the tourist areas, yeah, the channel would be huge pretty quick, but I don't really like that, so I won't. Means good morning to you, friend, according to Google Translate. Okay, good, thank you. I could have did that, but no, it would take too long. Very good. Well, thank you for the translation. Good morning to you, friend in Philippines. Two people Googled it. That's awesome. I don't care about the normal tourist areas either. Yeah, I'll travel to you. See, the same thing. Yeah, I feel you. I feel like if they want to do it, live and let live. If that's what they want to do, awesome, do it. It's just not my cup of tea. I enjoy doing this and meeting people in the area who don't usually talk to foreigners, don't talk to us, because foreigners don't go to those areas. I mean, I have lost track of how many places I have went within different countries where either A, people have said, oh my gosh, I have never seen a tourist in this area. I've never seen a foreigner in this area ever, and I've been here for 20 years. Or option B, through Google Translate, people have said, I've never seen a white man in my life. I've seen them in movies, but never in real life. So these are the places that I just freaking love going because I see it as the most raw and untainted culture. They are the only way they are exposed to foreign culture is through films, which are usually in English, and they do not speak, so therefore they don't really watch them. So their culture is just so raw and so real. But if I walk back there 30 minutes and go to some of those areas back there, it is so fake. Oh, it's just, I mean, there's people who are sitting on the ghats in tents. For example, they're called nagababas, meaning naked elder, naked man, naked superior, something like that. And it means exactly what it sounds like. They don't wear clothes, they refuse, or something like that. So there's maybe 100 men over there who literally have no clothing on their body at all, and they live and sleep and eat right outside in a tent. Anyway, as you walk past him, they, hey friend, where are you from? Hey, oh my gosh, they just try to sound so excited to hear from you, to talk to you, and then they invite you for tea, and then next thing you know, they're asking you for 500 rupees, which is $7, which is more than. That's way too much. Just to give you an idea, there are some people who earn in this country, they work an 8-hour shift and they earn 300 rupees. So this is at the lower portion of the country, but 500, many people can survive off of that in a single day. So he just wants it for giving you a cup of coffee or tea, or just, you're my friend, oh, give me money. It's just crazy. So anyway, I've talked to people and they say so many of those people, the majority of them are just frauds and cheaters. They just play the role just to get money from tourists, which is just so sad and wrong. Or people will come up to you and put a dot on your forehead and say, "Oh, 1,000 rupees." You say, "No, oh, okay, 500 is okay, 500 is okay." But they're abusing the religion, because in the Hindu religion, you would never pay money for that, ever, ever, never. You walk into the temple, do your thing, and then A, you put it on yourself, or B, someone puts it on for you, and you would never pay money. So these people walk around and abuse the religion around tourists, and not just foreigners, local tourists as well, people coming from faraway parts of India. So anyway, I'm going on a side rant. I didn't really mean to, but it's just frustrating that exists. So frustrating. It's so wrong. I discovered your channel while searching for Vietnam solo travel. It's a while back. Yeah, I love Vietnam. I want to go back. I want to go back to so many places, but I can't. Because there's so many new places that I want to go and explore and visit. Really, some cool people that I've met, cool places that I've gone. But I would say, so the question that so many people asks, I found your channel while searching for Cambodia countryside videos. Ah, cool. The question that so many people ask me is, what is your favorite country? And ooh, it's difficult. So I've been to, I think, 21 countries now, something like that. I don't know. And out of those, I would say it's tied right now between the Philippines and India. They're both rated #1 in my opinion. And this is because of the culture. The people are kind of what I'm looking for in a country. So I don't know, I'm a people person. So if the people are kind and friendly, generally, I like that. Other countries that I've been to, it's been a little bit different. Yeah, I could tell you some crazy stories, but basically these two countries win. And I'm slowly starting to lean towards India a bit more. I don't know. The people, I don't know. It's a really tough call. I would love to go back to the Philippines, but everything that I've researched, everything suggests that it's about 650 US dollars for 6 months for a visa to stay in the Philippines, which is insanity in every way. So I won't go and stay for a long time in that country because it's too expensive. I'm throwing so much money away for a piece of paper. That does not include food, travel, hospitality, nothing. That's just a piece of paper, a stamp. But in this country, oh my God, as an American, we can get a very, very long visa, 10 years for, I think I paid about $160, including shipping. So it's just a totally different world here. So that is why I'm staying in this country longer. If I would have got a 10-year visa or something crazy in the Philippines, oh, you better believe I'd be there for a very long time. It's a cool place, but unfortunately it's just too expensive. And I recently got the visa in China, and Americans, again, are fortunate. And I got a 10-year visa for China. So literally I have a 10-year visa in China and in India, which is amazing. I'm so happy. Yeah, basically the woman says, yeah, it's basically the same price to get like a 3-month visa in China or a 10-year visa in China. So you might as well get a 10 years. So I said, okay. Yeah, but it sounds cool, but other countries, there's 195 countries, and I will say the majority of the countries, Americans pay some of the highest prices over anyone else. So we get raped very bad on prices around the world. So it's very frustrating. So there's a couple countries that apparently we have some huge connection, really good connection, and we could stay a long time for cheap. But the other ones, like for example, going to, when if you don't know, I already visited Bangladesh, and those videos will come in the next couple of months. If I buy the visa in advance, Americans are the most expensive. I say they charge Americans the most amount of money. It's about $150 for 1 month for 30 days. It's insane. What ways are you able to afford to continue traveling? Savings. Savings. So I've been on the road for almost 3 years. June will be my 3rd year of traveling, and I will say savings savings. There's obviously YouTube income comes in, but we all know that's almost nothing. I can buy a couple bottles of water, and that's about it from YouTube. A little bit more than that, but not very much. What else? So savings, little YouTube, a couple other revenue streams. And if you buy a T-shirt, I think I make $1 or something like that. So that also helps. But that's pretty much it. Savings. Yeah, that's pretty much it. In a perfect world, I think I could sustain travel entirely through YouTube and the revenue generated by YouTube. That includes YouTube income, like YouTube ads and shirts. Those two alone could sustain my travels if I reach a certain amount of, I don't want to say subscribers, because I've seen channels with large subscribers, but they get the same amount of views as myself, with a strong subscriber base. Basically, obviously, right now I have 15,000 followers on YouTube, but how many people 12 people are here on this live stream right now. So the ratio is insane. The amount of people, there's a lot of people who click a button, say, I'm a subscriber, but don't actually follow. So subscribers are not a perfect indication of income with YouTube. But the more, obviously, the larger, the more subscribers I have, the greater the odds that I can drive more traffic to one video, therefore increase income. But it'll be a while before I get there. I really hope so. I was really, really hoping for a much larger push within India. India is actually rated as #1 in the world for YouTube audience, but Indians apparently aren't that interested in watching travel videos about their own country or any other country. Statistically, they're not. They're more interested in watching food videos in their own country. If you look at the graphs, there's so many different bars, and like this is every one topic, and this is travel. Like this many Indians like to watch travel, and then we go into like movies, and then food, and then music. Like it's legitimately that much bigger. So nobody is really interested in travel. But I've seen a lot of people who post videos in India, and it kind of goes viral, and they can gain a lot of traffic very fast. But unfortunately, I haven't had much success in India. Soon I will post my videos about Bangladesh, and Bangladesh is kind of a big deal for YouTube as well. So I'm really hoping to get a larger push in Bangladesh, which will help grow my audience in Bangladesh, because India, it really hasn't gone anywhere, unfortunately. But that's okay. Technically, if nothing happens from YouTube, that's okay. The reason I am traveling is for me. I'm traveling for me. I'm not really traveling for you. I'm traveling for me because it makes me happy, and I'm trying my best to record it and put it together in a small clip, so in 10 years I can relive my travels when maybe I cannot travel anymore or something. I can relive this moment. And then instead of just putting it on a hard drive, leaving it for myself, I decided, well, why not upload it to YouTube and share it with the world? So there's many people around the world who cannot afford to travel. There's many people who don't have the time to travel. There's many people who don't have the health in their life to travel. There's many reasons we just don't travel. And this is a way, this is like, I don't know, it's like a gateway for some people to be able to travel in a way. So yeah, it makes me happy to share this with the world, because it allows people to travel without leaving home in a way. Let's see. Have you seen or heard of anything dangerous there? There's a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot of theft. Theft can happen. Dangerous. I seen YouTube videos years ago where people who live in villages in the south or something, yeah, go swimming and a crocodile eats them, or leopard. A leopard finds its way into the town and then can't find its way out, freaks out and starts attacking people all over the village. That's just terrifying. That's a thing. But and there's snakes. There's many people die from snake bites every year in this country. That's pretty much it. The most dangerous thing I have found is the traffic. And how would you say the traffic? This message is held for review. What did someone say? Oh my gosh. See, this is crazy. So, okay, going back to what I said a moment ago about Facebook banning the keyword Muslim, okay? Now, this just blows my mind. So maybe some of you are new and didn't hear that story, but just to recap, I posted a video on Facebook that says link because Facebook just, I don't know, they banned that keyword. So someone just posted, I'm going to allow it. I'm just going to show it. In comment. But YouTube grabs it for whatever, maybe it's the keyword Pakistan. I have no idea. There's no other word in there. Should be. But yes, to answer your question, Pakistan, drum roll, is on my list for next year. So unfortunately, I think I have to go. Not unfortunately, I will go to Hong Kong and China, and then I think I'm going. So there might be a mystery country in there between China and India, because I'm going to return back to India. I'm not even going to say the name because it's 95% chance it will happen, but it might. But then I'm going to come back to India. I'm probably going to go to the south of India because by the time I arrive, the temperature is going to decrease, and I don't like cold weather, so I'm going to go to the south. After I visit the south and the temperature starts to warm back up again, Pakistan is on my list. I have to figure out this whole visa thing. I heard Pakistan in the last month changed a lot of regulations to make it easier for visitors. I really hope so. But again, Americans pay big money to get into that country. It's about $150, $160 per month, or $165 per month. So I'm going, when the time is right, I will call the consulate of Pakistan and India, have a conversation with them and figure this out. It now might be possible for me to get a longer visa in that country as well for the same price. I don't know if that's possible. Absolutely, I will visit Pakistan. And everyone's like, don't visit. I know there's a lot of fear, but don't worry. I am fearless. Yeah, so, yes, to answer your question, that's on my list. And I think I skipped someone's question here. Hey, buddy, good to see you without 50 kids around you. I know. So, no joke, if I were to walk over there and sit there, I promise you it would happen. If I walked over there and sit there, I promise you it would happen. Like, as you travel Asia, if you haven't been here yet, I don't know where you're from. It's backwards from Western culture. In Western culture, as a solo traveler, walking down the street, either A, in the Western countries, absolutely nobody is interested in you at all. B, if they are interested in you, it's an adult. They will come up to you and say, hey, what is your name? Where are you from? What are you doing? Simple, basic questions. It's always the adult. And then after you have a conversation with them, maybe, and you really hit it off, you're like, wow, we like each other. You seem like a cool guy. Come to my house for dinner. So then after you build rapport and friendship, it is then and only then that you are exposed to that person's family, whether it's a wife or parents or children. In Asia, it is like freaking completely backwards. So this is the craziest thing ever. So you're walking, the first point of contact with an 85 or 90% guarantee is children. Everywhere that you go, you sit and you stop, you look at your phone, all of a sudden the children come. Then if they feel comfortable around you and they know you're not going to harm them or injure them or something, then sometimes they say, oh, come to my house and meet my parents. You're like, what? This is like freaking backwards. This is like opposite from everything in our culture. It's so different. So I've learned to, in order to travel, I will say one of the largest barriers that I've come across is is letting go of my culture, because you as an American sitting there watching me talk and give you that example, or you listening to, as a Westerner, listening to me give an example of children come up to you, they want to be around you or talk to you or invite you somewhere, and then I accept and say, sure, let's go somewhere, explore. In your brain, you're thinking, red light, flash, police, scary, like, don't do it. This is a trap, or this could be very, very bad. And in our culture, absolutely, this is something that I would not do even in my own country. But in Asia, it's just a different culture. It's a different thing. And it took me a long time to get over this hump, because the culture, the mindset, the mentality here is completely different. And that is a completely normal and acceptable thing. And if I were to reject their invitation, they might be offended or sad. So I don't know, it's just backwards here. So yeah, it's interesting for me to not have 1,000 children standing next to me, because they always are everywhere that I go. Yeah, so I don't know how to say. It's just crazy. It really is. It's crazy in Asia, but it's fun. It's fun. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's really hot. It's starting to get hot. It's very hot. So during the day here, it's averaging around 38 to 42 degrees Celsius, and that is, I don't know, over 100 degrees Fahrenheit. So I think, yeah, it's like 105 or something like that at the higher end. It's really warm here during the day, and so I often hop in and go swimming. But I don't swim where they throw the dead bodies in. We don't do that. I swim downstream of that, not upstream. I swim downstream of the bodies. So my biggest fear is I'm walking and what is this? And I pull it up and it's like a foot or something, like a leftover foot that never got cremated completely. Yeah, that will be a fun morning when that happens. I hope it doesn't happen. Definitely possible. That's it. Oh my gosh. I've been talking for almost 1 hour, 57 minutes. If you have any last questions or comments, feel free to submit them now, because I'm probably going to hop off very soon. How often have you been able to use a debit card during your travels? I prefer to carry a little cash if possible. So 2 things. Let me give you my crazy example. Right now I'm facing a crisis that I don't really discuss on social media very much. So I carried 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4. And while I was in Bangladesh, 1 card expired, so that's gone. Another card expired, that's gone. And then I got an email saying someone made a purchase with my card and bought music on the internet. No idea where, how, because my card is pretty tight, secure. So I have no idea how that even happened, but someone got it, so I had to cancel that card. So now I'm down to 1 card, and that is my smallest bank account with the least amount of money inside, and it is my backup account. So I've been living off of that and doing this whole China plane ticket visa thing. So that drained a lot of money out of that account. And so literally I am scraping by with the remainder on this card. And so my mother is actually on this call right now, and she was kind enough to put everything. She was going to send me a new phone and the new cards, but it never made it. So basically, long story short, someone in the Indian post office, I can only assume, stole it. And so now I have nothing. So then I had to call them back and cancel the cards again and get new numbers, because if I were to have the same card chip and get the new card, activate that card, well, now the other cards that they have in their hand are currently active. So I had to cancel the cards again. And you know how difficult it is to set up your life with new credit card numbers on things that are already on auto shipped things every month, and it's just so frustrating. So now my mother is going to ship these new cards to Hong Kong, my friend in Hong Kong, and I hope that in Hong Kong the shipping is perfect and there's no issues, and I will get everything just fine. And then I'll have access to money again. So that is my little rant, and it's very scary. So every single place I've been able to use an ATM. ATMs are everywhere in this particular country, and yeah, it's been easy to find, so don't worry. But keep in mind, as you're in Asia, you need cash because, like in Vietnam, nobody has a credit card. It's not even a thing. In this country, it's not even a thing. Only the super rich and elite people have credit cards. Because when your average income of a household is $2,000 a year, and then you have a credit card with a $2,000 or $5,000 limit, it would be so tempting just to buy, swipe, and then now they have no way of paying that back, and then the banks lose. So credit cards are not a thing in these countries. So you basically go to the ATM, get cash, and then pay cash with everything. And I have a bank called Charles Schwab. I highly recommend looking into that, writing it down, because they are the only company that I could find at the time that allows me to take my card around the world, take money out, and not get charged fees for taking my money out of a foreign country. Every other bank does. So right now, the card that I'm using, oh my gosh, just to withdraw money, it costs it costs me about $12 to $14 just every time I make a transaction. If I take out $1, I'm charged $14, something crazy. If I take out $100, I'm charged like $14. It's insane. It's a huge fee every time I take money out. So if I use my other card, no, it's very minor. The local banks will take, like $2, but your home bank will not. Do you ever worry about catching disease from mosquitoes? Funny you say that. Actually, not very funny. When I was in Bihar, I met a couple, and we all lived together in the same area, in the same house, and I met them here in Varanasi, and they said, "Yeah, you won't believe it. At the place that we were staying, I woke up one morning. I was not feeling well. Like at all. I was having problems breathing." And he says, "I have to go to the doctor." He's in a small village in the middle of nowhere where you wouldn't even think people have an education. I mean, it was like in a village. And they went to the only hospital available, and they walked in and did some tests, and yeah, he had malaria from mosquitoes. And so they ran something through his system for tons of antibiotics. And anyway, he was fine after 4 days. And then when he went back to the city, he paid for more tests to make sure that the small village didn't clear him, even though he wasn't cleared. So anyway, yeah, he got malaria by mosquito. So I don't fear it because it's so rare that it could happen, but it happened to him, unfortunately. I mean, you just talk to the locals. I mean, the locals will tell you, "Oh my gosh, yeah, malaria is everywhere here. Be careful." But nobody discusses this stuff. Nobody says there's malaria or be careful. So it's just like the chances of it happening is pretty slim. So I am not scared, but it can happen. Absolutely. I heard Iran is very safe and interesting to see. Ever thought about going there? No, I'm not really interested in Iran. It's so weird, I'm not interested right now in Iran, I should say. It's so crazy. I think that's on the list of don't go. That's on the don't go list to the United States or something like that, because there's hatred against Americans, or I don't know. There's a lot of weird stuff with that country on paper. But then the travelers who go there say it's the most kind, friendly, amazing, awesome place ever. It's just so. Same thing with Pakistan. I'm really interested in going to Pakistan. Everyone in India says, "Oh my God, if you go to Pakistan, you're going to be killed." Everyone in America says, "Oh my gosh, don't go to Pakistan. They'll kill you." It's just so much fear about certain countries because of the media, because the only information we are gathering is information from the media. Well, the media is always biased. The media has an intention. They want this fear for a reason, because there's a bigger picture that you are not aware of yet. So anyway, so these countries will create fear for some stupid reason. Anyway, but when you watch, for example, YouTube, people who are going there and visiting, they all have the completely opposite description of these countries, completely opposite from what the media wants you to believe and think. So I trust YouTube and travelers rather than the media. So I don't know why I said all that for your question, but Iran is not on my list yet because Asia is super interesting to me. The Middle East sounds awesome. There's a couple places. I just have to do more research before I go because some places legitimately are dangerous for foreigners, like legitimately. You go there and they'll chop your little head off, especially Americans. There's a lot of hatred towards Americans. Why? I didn't do anything to you. My government maybe did, but not me. But why hate me? But they don't see it that way. So I just have to do more research. But Iran, the Middle East is not on my list yet. I want to kind of do more in Asia, and that's going to take some time. If you could have a home base in Asia, it would be India. India would be my home base because A, it's cheap. That's very important to me because obviously as a YouTuber, income is not very large. I don't have a steady job like most people on this call right now. It's can be difficult sometimes. So India is the cheapest place I can find. Vietnam also, but I like India more. The culture, so it's cheap and the culture is awesome. People are generally friendly, welcoming, fun to be around. Vietnam was awesome also, and it was cheap also, but it's actually the visas are significantly more expensive long term. And the culture is just a little bit different. I don't know how to describe it without sounding rude. It's not my intent, but it was awesome. I really want to go back to that country because it was so cool, but I think I like India a little bit more just because of the culture. Specifically about the culture, I don't know. I just like it. Well, that's very good. You have a very loving mother. I hope I can send you some help too. Just a token of my appreciation for your hard work too. I really love how simple you are, very down to earth. Well, thank you. Yeah, no, you don't have to worry about me. Just comment on my videos and say hello every once in a while. That's pretty much all I want. I'll manage the income somehow. Yeah, don't worry. Just a thumbs up every once in a while goes further than you might think. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh my gosh, I should probably go. It's been more than an hour. I still have to go swimming. People are expecting me to show up usually at about 8:30, and it's 10 after 8, and I still have to put everything away. So I should probably go. Plus, the temperature is getting hot, and I really don't want to destroy my laptop because it's really hot right now. My phone is really hot right now. It's not good. So anyway, I should probably go after I answer this one last question. What about a girlfriend? Which Asian country has been the best looking? Good question. Let me think about answering this question because I don't want to sound terrible. Okay, India wins. India wins the best looking contest, in my opinion. But India also wins in the most difficult. The culture is very difficult here. I will tell you that much. I'm not going to go much more deeper than that. But it's just a weird culture here. In this culture, men are together until married, women are together until married, but generally men and women do not come together until marriage because marriage is assigned. It's not like, oh, I love you. Oh, I love you too. Let's get married. No, it's I think this woman is the best fit for you. I think this man is the best fit for you. Now you should meet tomorrow and then get married next month. Like that, in a nutshell, is kind of how the culture works. So it's not love marriage here. So men are very separate. So just talking to a woman is very taboo here. It's strange. It's considered as a very forward. It's almost equivalent to walking up to someone in the United States and saying, "Oh, wow, you are very beautiful." Like many people would be very offended. Why? I don't know, but that's just our culture. But here, just by saying hello or talking to someone or saying, "How are you?" could be considered too forward in this country. So culture is weird here. So it's the most difficult, but they are the most beautiful by my standards. Yep. So there you go. That's all I'll say. I'm not going to turn this into like a love channel. Anyway, that's it. I am going to go. So reminder, if you haven't got a t-shirt yet, pick one up. Go to the website in the description below. Check it out. You might find one that you like. You might not. I don't know. But give yourself 20 minutes to go through the website because it's very choppy and frustrating. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. I'll show you this one last time. I hope you all have a great day. Oh, wow, I'm getting old. So this is what it looks like here and here. Kind of cool. Anyway, well, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for enjoying my, coming to join my crazy mini party. Hope you all had popcorn. Wow, my hair is crazy. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Remember, your time is running out. Start living. Take care.